Alright, as you guys can see, I got it for Phrolova. The next 10 shot I did this stupid freaking movie film event thing. I did that to get the 100 astrite. I did all of freaking Whimpering Wastes. And I used the last bit of the, whatever the stuff is from the store that you get from doing the monthly pass. I used the rest of that. I decided to do one more 10 shot next to Triss. And I got a gold. And I got Phrolova. So this is like what? This is the first one out of the 10. So that's... what, 11? After having lost her to Zhan Xin? Because I did that other 10 shot before I ended the stream. Oh my god. I got her, man. Wait, what? I just got a double!
Sa, 一緒にこの誰もが望むコンサートを完璧に仕上げましょう。
I just got a double.
トレーニングでも健康管理でも大歓迎さ。俺が手伝おう。
Four.
もう大丈夫。
Hey, Lumi.
この光であなたを守ってあげる。
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just got a double Phrolova! Holy shit! Okay, I guess this makes up for, you know, not getting her on that 50-50. I don't hate Zhan Xin anymore. I mean, I kind of still do, but... I got a double Phrolova! Oh shit! I kind of wish that this was not a double, but it was in fact, you know, me losing to 50-50, so I had another character guaranteed. But hey! I'll take an S1 Phrolova. I don't have any gear for her, but... I have her! Holy shit! I have nothing here. I have nothing here. Lunite, that's what it's called. I'm down to 17 Lunite. I got a double Phrolova. Holy shit. Now here's the problem. I don't have her weapon. And stupidly... Oh wait, I have 12. Let's try it. Of course not. Alright, so yeah. Singles do nothing for me in this game, man. They really don't. Okay, so I was at, I think, 25 to 26. Hold on, let me look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I was at 25, so I just did a 10 shot, 2 singles. 35, 37. So I'm 37 into a weapon banner right now. Holy crap! I was so depressed not getting Phrolova. Like, I liked her in the story, albeit I was kind of a bit tired while doing the story. I mean, it wasn't really necessarily that I was tired, it was more so the fact that I was just extremely depressed and not actually getting her. And having to go through the story, you know, seeing her in the story. The entire time, basically. But hey, we have her! Do I have a team for her? No. S1 Phrolova does what? The damage multiplier of Movement of Fate and Finality is increased by 80%. The damage multiplier of Murmurs in a Haunting Dream is increased by 80%. If Phrolova has less than 2 volatile notes when she is not in the Maestro state, and stays out of combat for 4 seconds, she gains volatile note cadenza until she has at least 2 volatile notes. I have no clue what that means. Either way, we have an S1 Phrolova. Holy shit! She's like, You're still trying for me? Fine, I guess I'll show up. Oh, and I'll show up again too. Now be happy. Oh man. I've been feeling like my gacha luck was trash, and now it's back to, I think, neutral. Although I still lost 3 50-50s in a row. I just now won a 50-50 after having gotten my guaranteed, so... It's pretty good. Oh! This looks nice. Actually kind of really cool. Okay, I ended up doing one too many singles over the days that, you know, she came out. I ended up getting the battle pass. And yeah, I finally managed to get Lethean Elegy. I figured why not get her weapon since she did show up, you know, twice. Although one of it was guaranteed. She still decided to show up on S1. So I figured why not get her weapon? Yeah. I mean, hey, we got it, which is very nice. Would be nice to also potentially get, you know, Roshia. Let's pop a single. Let's see if I can get Roshia on a single. Imagine if that actually did happen, though. Imagine if that actually did happen. It didn't, but it would have been cool, right? I'm what now into this? 5, 6, 7, 8. That's so nice seeing 2 Phrolovas. I'm 9 into pity for the character banner. And Augusta was just announced, so I'm assuming that the next character tomorrow will be announced that it's Cause what? Augusta's the sun and Yuno's the moon. I'm going with that. So yeah. I most likely am just gonna have to skip Roshia. I might do a 10 shot just to see what would happen. If I get Roshia, I get Roshia. If I don't, I just wait for another rerun of her to come out, and hopefully I get relatively early. Cause yeah. I have jack shit for polls. It took every single thing I had. Every single thing I had. Oh god, if that went gold and I got another copy of Phrolova, I wouldn't know what to do. Okay, yep. Either way, so yeah. Now I guess this will be where I actually end it. Because there's nothing else. I now know who's coming out. I don't think there's gonna be an event that again has voiced acting, so thank you guys for watching me do my, well, thanks for watching me get Phrolova. Double Phrolova. Yeah, you guys at least saw me get, the double Phrolova. The weapon, on the other hand, yeah, that was just, again, doing singles off and on. But when she came out, and then getting the battle pass, me being tired as hell and making a dumb decision. I mean, I've missed the battle pass twice, stupidly, so I decided this time to get it early. That way I actually don't miss it. And hey, I managed to get her weapon thanks to that. So yeah. Now my Phrolova can be stronger. Albeit I'm gonna lose my 100.8% crit rate on her. But at least Cantarella can actually have String Master instead of Luminous Hymn. Where's Phoebe? Did Phoebe get stuck with a 1-star weapon? Why in the bloody hell is she using a training rectifier? Good God, man. Exit that, switch that back out. And put on the Lithian Elegy, then go here, switch to the String Master. There we go. Still the same crit rate, because, you know, they both had the same amount. At least now she has a better one for her. I didn't mean to close out of that. So, 1,209. She had around, like, what, 2,000 something attack? Let's see what she has when this is fully maxed. Hopefully I had the match still. Okay, 587 attack, 24.3% crit rate. That is significantly less crit rate, man. Holy. You're actually gonna make me have to get different echoes to get a higher crit rate. High enough to where Shorekeeper can actually just boost her up to 100%. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. 2124 attack. Oh, actually, she's still at 89.1% crit rate. With Shorekeeper's ult, she'll still be over 100% crit rate. Okay, yeah, no, that works. So yeah, this is my Phrolova. Obviously not really all that great. I've just been getting crapped as Resonance Liberation, heavy attack. My rolls suck. Like, this doesn't have crit rate on it. If it did, she'd be pretty much close to max crit rate without it. Doesn't really matter. Only 3 here. This is my most recent one. This one pretty much is fine to an extent because of the crit damage. This one could definitely be switched out for something better. Although it has to be better than 15% crit damage. And this one is pretty much just a stat stick because it has 17.4% crit damage, 8.7% crit rate. Yeah, my stuff isn't relatively all that great. It really isn't. I don't really bother getting anything else because if I get something low, like 18.6% is actually on the higher end of crit damage, so I don't really need another one, and again, Shorekeeper can just boost me to 100%. It's not really all that bad. And she ignores 8% of the target's defense when dealing damage. Within 12 seconds after dealing Echo skill damage, gain 32% skill damage bonus, and 32% Echo skill damage amplification along with the 8% target defense. Like, she already was doing a decent amount without her weapon. Again, I just pretty much wanted to try to get it, seeing as how I had her S1. So yeah. I'm not there. I do not die. To be death's companion with euphoric delights, I drown my fear. With the coming days I trade for the past. Yeah. I'd just say she's essentially in limbo right now. She's not technically dead, but she's not technically alive either. She's alive enough to where Abby said that it was like she was alive. She probably is to an extent, yes. But she's definitely on the verge of teetering on either side. Either way, I have a weapon. Very nice. Now, I'll see you guys. In terms of Wuthering Waves, when something is voice acted, or I finally get off my ass and actually go do the companion missions. Oh wait, hold on. Also, here's my Contorella.
あな
Not
たの
really
ことは
that great either.
波が知らせてくれるのよ。
This one's literally a god piece. Like, HP is the only bad thing here, but 21% crit damage, the max crit damage, 9.3% crit rate, like, this is just ridiculous. I didn't even remember I had this thing. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, this is fine to an extent. So is this, although it could definitely be better, but it's at least 4 out of 5. This is what I was technically using on Phrolova till I swapped it out with something else. And this thing as well. So yeah, Contorella isn't really all that badly built. I wouldn't say it's great. But the fact that she's also got almost 100% crit rate with Shorekeeper, it's pretty nice. I like it. Okay, I really need to stop. I decided to do one more Hail Mary shot. Obviously, it did nothing. But seeing as how now I'm down to 1, screw it. I did one more Roshia. Come on, S2 Phrolova. Obviously not. Alright, now... Apparently, Overture, even when Divinity remains silent, came out when the second half of the patch came out. I've been trying to avoid spoilers for it. Man, people really love talking, you know, about this, so yeah. Ah, man. Either way, let's do this before it drives me crazy with trying to avoid spoilers about it. Is that voice acting?
どんよりしてるな。
Okay, good, it
空
does.
気がすごく湿っぽいぞ。うわ、行ったそばから降ってきたじゃないか。うわ、寒い寒い。
A hot meal should warm you right up.
そうだな。お腹もペコペコだし、昨日は急いで駆けつけてきたからちゃんとご飯を食べてなかったっけ。こんなにもうまい料理がたくさんあるのか。漂白者、ちょっと気になったんだけど、金はどれくらい持ってるんだ？ホテルから出るとき、我はそんなに持って
It's
きてないぞ。
fine. I've got enough money for this.
それなら心配はいらないよ。
Money's not an issue,
オーガス
man.
タの
I'd
使
like
者
to
に
say
よる
that
と
in real life.
セブンヒルズにしばらく滞在してる間の費用は全部総督府が負担してくれるらしい。ただそれにしてもここの天守は親切すぎるような。
I mean, if it's gonna be built to the F4's
まあよ
palace,
くあること
obviously
だ
she
ろ
can
う。
get a
な
lot
んたっ
by
て
just doing
お前
that.
はあの闘技大会のチャンピオンだからな。
That and with the champ of a great Agon, yes.
我がいるから安心しろ。これくらい全部平らげてやる。セブンヒルズの総督はなかなかいい人だな。ホテルもご飯もタダだし、いっそセブンヒルズでしばらく過ごすのもありだな。
Yeah, I don't know about that.
くんくん、これもいい匂いがするぞ。
アブ、インペラトルは私たちに何を残したと思う？カルテジアが言うには残りの情報はセブンヒルズのサングイス狩猟台地にあるらしいけど、ゴールまで残り一歩のところで立ち止まることに。
焦らなくてもいいと思うぞ。セブンヒルズまで戻ってきたじゃないか。前にルパが言ってたな。サングイス狩猟大地の上空には黒潮雲がずっと存在してるんだろ。それで高潮が来るとき、グラディエーターはみんなで大地の残像を狩りに行くって。あれ、確かもうすぐ高潮が来るんじゃなかったか。この前総督が招待状を送ってきたような。
Yeah, we'll be going
一
on
緒
a
に
hunt
狩りに
soon.
参加してほしいって書いてあったはずだぞ。まあ
In about 9
そういえ
days.
ば今日は総督と会うんだよな。
At least from when I'm recording this.
朝使者から連絡が来たんだけど、オーガスタに休養ができて今度の面会は延期になったの。予想外の変化。少し嫌な予感がする。そもそもどうしてオーガスタは私を狩りに誘った？前に使者に聞いてみたら闘技大会と関係しているからと言われたけど、私以外の参加者は誘われなかったらしい。
Yeah, you'd think at least Lupa, you
お
know,
前の
my
腕を
partner
見
would
込ん
have
で
been
勝
invited.
負がしたくなったんじゃないのか。セブンヒルズ人はみんなそうだって聞くぞ。
それならそれでいいとして。
It'd be nice if that's all it
数
was.
回しか会ってないけど、そう単純な人には見えなかった。いくら総督とはいえ好き勝手していいのかな。
異教から訪れし友よ、あなたは澄んだ両目をお持ちのようで、しかし心に抱く憂いが青空のごとく明るい瞳に暗い影を落としています。
And who are you?
険しい道を歩む戦士が悩むほどですから、きっと何か問題があったのでしょう。もしや王の座にお見えの
Is that blood?
かの人を気にかけて、
Also, are you
カンピドー
Christopher
ノ
in
の丘の
disguise?
最高峰、総督府の青白い石壁の影の下には暗く怪しい無数の秘密が埋葬されています。権力の奪い合いに関する部分は特に複雑に絡み合っています。総督のように敬愛すべき純粋な人でさえ、時には厳しい手段を取らなくてはいけなかったでしょう。少なくとも鉄と血によってできているセブンヒルズ城で王の座に就こうとする者は、自ら死地に赴く羊と変わりありませんから。
And you are?
私は流浪の詩人ネストルと申します。
Nestor.
今の季節、セブンヒルズの雨はそうそう止みません。ならば総督のことが気になるようでしたら、微力ながら力になりましょう。闘技大会のチャンピオンの力になれるのなら、私にとってこの上なく光栄です。
なんでお前こいつがチャンピオンだって分かったんだ。総督のことも。その目、さっきの会話を聞いてたのか。
見ること、聞くことだけが観察する方法とは限りません。五感とは人々が慣習にのっとった自然な選択ですが、唯一のやり方ではないのです。実は最近、英雄の詩歌を書くためのインスピレーションを集めているところでして、今作の主人公はセブンヒルズの現総督オーガスタです。
Next epic, huh?
総督に関することなら多少の知識はお話しできるでしょう。そして私の勘がささやいているのです。そう遠くない未来で、あなたは彼女の物語に加わる ですから先に総督について知っておくのも悪くない話かと。
Then tell me about Augusta. So I don't use my astrites to try to pull her, since I want you to.
オーガスタは田舎出身のどこにでもいる女の子でした。凡庸な才能しか持たない共鳴者、貴族の庇護を受けていない庶民。そんな彼女は狼が群れをなすようなセブンヒルズ城でどのように光り輝く道を切り開いたのか。今は光り輝いている星もかつては宇宙を漂う誇りに過ぎなかったのでしょう。
Looks nice. Trust, Sword, and Sun. Quest unlocked. What is... Okay, what is that one king game where you get to choose between multiple different things? I don't really know. Dear guests from afar, do follow me into the near-forgotten stories of Augusta, but simply telling it might be dull. What methods do you have in mind? What are you trying to do? Perhaps having the listener become the protagonist of such stories might be a good option. This should add a more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. Okay, so both technically continue. At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. We will play. Ready? Of course, Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you make, they will not alter our reality. Yet be wary, fate is fickle and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Your past decisions may not have always been the best. Well then, let the story begin. Set aside the complex thoughts and let me sing the epic of a young girl, Augusta. I'm Augusta. I am Augusta. A gentle warm light begins to blur your vision, and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimontian gladiators stands guard around her. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid, we know what the Dark Tide did to your home and we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Boldly observe the man in front of you. Different choices will change the corresponding stat values. Okay, that's a stat of health? You must be hungry. Here. This should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Take the food offered by the gladiator. Refuse the food offered by the gladiator. I mean, he'd... Okay, yeah. We can take you up to the Septimon City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Oh, is this my fighting prowess? Hey now. Martialism, yeah. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the Dark Tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. Grip my sword with determination. Is my strength now? My willpower. Gladiators shake their heads and pat your shoulder. Look back at the ruined village. Remember to maintain stats balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. Yeah. In the end, you chose to lead the village. The gladiators' words revealed the bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you are leaving behind in your travels here. Engage with gladiators. Following the gladiators, you arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Show awe. Oh, hey, it tells me what I'll get, what I'll affect. This only affects that one, this affects it both. A poster for the gladiators Agon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. Gathering people push you towards the crowd. Draw closer to the crowd. You must know, Septimont revere strength here. Only the victor reigns. That is a law older than the city itself. Notice the passion-filled eyes of the Septimontian. You notice the disdain in the eyes of the Septimontian. Eat or be eaten, such is the way of this city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You realize that gladiators are the very symbol of great strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Tear down the post and walk away from the crowd. As you leave, you notice that 3 words stand out in the incessant chatter. Identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. There are always those commoners who view the Agon as mere boring displays of butchery. But we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shaking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are gonna try for the Agon this year? Them and their stench beasts sticking up the place. Slightly concerned? Ignore their words. I'm strong. You're determined to step onto the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back, someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through to the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Kato. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on a few proteges. So you want to join the Agon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? You recall the discussion about gladiators' identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose to. The dark tide took you home and you came to Septimont seeking strength, that's so. You've got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough idiots like you. What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Look Kato straight in the eye. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. Accept the duel without hesitation. Blades meet in a sharp clash. Kato moves in with practiced ease. You are quickly defeated. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? That's why I want to become a gladiator. Which is why I am seeking power. Heh, do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Challenge him again the next day. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are as pestering as the city's folks say you are, huh? Attack. Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Kato. You are swiftly beaten once again. Go back. This is not your path. Continue to challenge on the third day. Too weak, too slow. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be faster. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate, you've lost. Challenge him on the fourth day. Still not ready to give up. Why don't you sell your sword? It'll get you some food at least. Challenge him on the fifth day. You stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limits. I can still fight. The wind swept up by the blade whispers past and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak's leaves and you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle calls. But in the very next breath, a deep, bone-deep chill engulfs you. That touch you know it all too well. Thoughts race across your mind and your hand instinctively grip the sword hilt. I can't stop here. You seize the opening and land a hit on Kato. Hey! Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Catch Kato's sword, it's rather heavy. In Zetamal's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated, a symbol of conquest. This sword is yours now. Victor. If you're determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there. Augusta, that's your name, isn't it? Yes, I'm Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even the name of some wild beast. I am prepared. And only the last one standing has a right to reclaim their true name. By then, all will be chanting your name. Augusta, you'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I'll make them know my true name. I will make the crowd cheer. Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp right here. The Arrival in the Big City, Chapter 1. Oh boy.
何度も失敗しては立ち上がり、ようやく勝利を得る。拙いやり方ですね。辛抱強いと言いますか、強情と言いますか。ただ、全てを失った少女にとって唯一の選択肢だったのかもしれません。何せ頼れるのは自分自身と握りしめた剣だけですから。しかし英雄女子誌の始まりにしてはありきたりの序章ではありますね。悲鳴が発生してからソラリスの焦土では似たような物語を数多く見てきました。この時代に生きる人々がただならぬ偉業を成し遂げていることは否定しません。もっとも序章が優れているからといってその物語が素晴らしいとも限らないのですが、勇気、栄光、崇高、歴史という石碑に刻まれたこれらの朽ちぬものはいきなり天から降ってくるものではありません。時には糸のように軽く、時には風のようにつかみどころなく、ひっそりと運命の十字路を通り抜けるも、取るに足らない選択の連続は止まらないでしょう。
あれ
What's wrong, Abby?
ちょっと変な感じがするぞ。この詩人が言ってるオーガスタって我らがコロッセオで見た総督とは別人のように感じないか？
故郷を離れた少女が力という答えを求めるためにカンピドーノの頂に座す 永遠の城まで来ました。身分も地位も富もない状態で、あの時は今日という日が来るなど誰も予想していなかったのでしょう。
No, there might be one.
加藤ですか？
Yeah?
加藤は最後わざと彼女に負けたと。すると厳しい言葉の数々はオーガスタの闘志を沸かせるためにあえて言ったのでしょうか。
Maybe he had long grown tired of that corrupt system.
なるほど。加藤も理想を抱いていたのですね。何の資質も感じない女の子を信じてしまうようですから。では疑問を胸に抱きながら続きを見るとしましょう。
Alright, let's continue. Are you ready to listen to the epic of the blazing sun? Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under the Kato's training, and today the grind continues. Stick to the training schedule. You arrive at the training site. Repeating the same moves over and over again has begun to weigh on your patience. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You decide to. Stay focused and keep on my own training. You reflect on your training. It was always you alone, facing the wooden posts, patching yourself up over and over. Endure it and push through. Days slip by and Gladiator Zagon draws near. Today Kato will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Is this the graduation ceremony? Training ends today. Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? I already know what the answer. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others. You met Kato's gaze and he reads the answer in your eyes. Offer Kato my thanks. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I will make it happen. You're aware that sponsors for the Gladiator Zagon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants. Figures beyond your reach except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all top-line merchandise I got here. Care to have a look? Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena. Scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands, but one by one those beside you are chosen and escorted away. Volunteer myself. The audience cast their eyes in your direction, however all you receive is constant laughter in return. Visions of your home's ruin flash within your mind. Glimpses of the noble's lavish lifestyle flicker through. These laughs, if they really did have a hand in that disaster. Looked out alone to not destroy my home. When a dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Fire of anger ignites in my chest. Suddenly, I swear to shatter these rules. Well, well, village girl, with such a remarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength, I can't remember the last time Septimont had a joke this amusing. Try and you'll see. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never disappoint. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching as a weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. Give nobles a chilling stare as they talk in whispers. Bear small anticipation that someone will pick you. Entertainment, you say? Inceptimal strength defines worth, and we shouldn't be so quick to judge Gladiator who offers herself. Turning a view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stands towards you. He smells of rot and stench. It's unlike the smells of rats as the Septimontians had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. Frown at the old-school noble. Silently I clenched my fist. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and we may speak further, brave young lady. Alright, number 2 done. Enter trial grounds. Outside the walls of Septimone City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, my homeland. It's now different from the home I remember. Turning home, you can't help but feel sentimental. As they approach this lion beast, corrupted by dark tide, prowls deep within a cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. First trial to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment with a dull sword. I have no choice but to accept. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred trees, stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave revealed itself breathing death. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Who are you? Just get down. You're trying to get yourself killed. Hold your breath or you'll learn it. You turn around to see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past when you are hiding. After the lion beast left, he apologized to the hunter and was thanked to him that beast did not notice you. Go by those closures at the moment, Gladiator, eh? I used to be just like you. Lost a big match, got tossed out by nobles, and ended up like this, with nothing but their playthings. A skilled hone for battle, and now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. That's a hunter about the lion beast. Only a madman would go after that lion. I know what I'm doing. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast, thus you march towards the deep cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly, then a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears. The lion beast fire from the nether dances amid its golden mane, while claws like scythes tear wounds in the earth. Draw my sword and strike like the beast. Maintain distance and swing my sword. As you expect, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against a lion, but before you can take a breath, the lion thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to dodge its attack and search for a weak point. No good. Can't find an opening. It's moving faster and reaching further. Can't keep this up. If strength alone isn't enough, perhaps I can borrow some help. Just before the lion beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. Sounds the fight is not over yet. You lay it on its neck and it lunges to seize you, but your swift dodges force its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Escaping the environment is one way to do it. The trial is ended. You drag your exhausted body towards a stream. Clear waters cascades down into the mountain valley, and a dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. They're afraid of my power. The critter's panic plunges into you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can instill fear. I desire more power. Still somewhat shaken? With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes a second trial upon you. What is it this time? Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement, I'm sure you're aware, girl. Not all the warriors of Septimalt have 2 lives. Kato seemed to mention this before. One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. Calmly accept. To get the admission pass for the Agon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimalt. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see when you will fall. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Ignore their comments. You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Spare the opponent and wait for the next challenger. One by one, gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Steadily plant the opponent's sword into the ground. Even in Septimalt, there's a limit to the opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted Victor, a frequent champion of the Agon from one of the noble houses. You have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Agon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. Oh, so what? The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Take the offer. I didn't mean to actually click that. My mind literally shut off when I went to go click it. I'm like, wait, no, that's gonna end the challenge. I didn't mean to sign it, damn it. I was playing around thinking like, oh yeah, sign it. No, I meant to freaking, rip it up, god damn it. I wasn't deceived by nobility, I stupidly clicked it without freaking trying. God damn it. I stupidly clicked the goddamn button, man. I stupidly clicked it. I fat fingered my mouse when I was mousing over it and I clicked it. Son of a bitch. Okay, oh, so what? Bitch, I literally fat fingered this, okay? I fat fingered this stupid button. God damn it. Like, I went over here to click, but I clicked too early, and as such, it literally took the offer instead of ripping the contract. Oh, that pisses me off. God damn it. I was doing well not messing this up. Technically, I still haven't messed it up. I just fat fingered the damn button. This, ugh. You just a bribe without a second thought, humiliated the noble servant, spits curses in your face. Though it is wild that when you take the contract, it literally just removes all of this. Like, it doesn't even delete like half of this and be like, are you sure you want to rip the contract? No, it instantly makes you do it. Respond calmly. You ignorant country peasant! Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer for your arrogance when the time comes. Don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. I, the scion behind the servant. The scion silences the rambling servant and tears up the contract. Let's go, there's no point in talking sense into an ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. Retaliate with the same insults. I'm above them. I feel nothing. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility at stake. You remember well the haughty look he wore but a few days prior. But the nobles wield only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak and competent scion, and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Dance and watching nobles with contempt. Approach the noble seats. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shattered before their Your gilded lies shattered before real strength. Toss the helmet back to Victor. Step on Victor's helmet. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not challenge you except one. Ardidel, the rising star of the underground arena. Like you, he was born with a powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. Talents no longer matter to me. Sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Ardidel, you arrive as promised. As always, spectators crowd the arena. Even the old school noble is present this time. Your opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours, and his crushing presence brings to mind a fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Ardidel's armor is unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Keep calm. You then shift your pace, luring Ardidel into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his steps grow loose, his reactions sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops just before the neck of Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately the crowd erupts into applause. Stab! 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 Is that so? What? Kill! 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 Now? Ardidel closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Victory is already mine. Let's leave it there. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you not only take Ardidel's sword, you then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel the people's gaze. You feel a sense of relief. Continue. Live, live, live! Look back at the sword and wave. Leave the cheers behind you. The next day, you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Hardino is merely made of Septimontian flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I'm ready for the third trial. The third trial is earned the blessing of Arsinosa. You never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Arsinosa. It has never tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no humans can ever reach. The last well of Septimont, but I accept. It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs a thirst for victory in our blood. You accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimont, Arsinosa. I still hate the fact that I fat-fingered it, man. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post that has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of strength. Cut it down and leave the past behind. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can instill fear. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop here. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how will you show them to the world? You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Now you decide to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. Stop outside the blacksmith's forge. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet know you will still seek to do this with power not of your own. With power not of your own, what in blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, and a seemingly impractical idea emerges. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Grip the sword in my hand. Your forte never stands out among resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than a forge-fired hammer swings. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. Surveying my surroundings, take a deep breath. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The nobles' banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsinosa appears. Arsinosa mountain sides catches my eye. It's awake! A noble shrieked. Arsinosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly, its eyes open, coldly watching you. Focus and stay alert. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. Take the initiative. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Ignore the pain and tend to the wound later. A second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paws. Recall your encounters from previous battles. You manage to withstand Arsinosa's fierce attack, and at the moment it withdraws, seize the opportunity to thrust your blade into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Jesus Christ, it did a lot more damage to me than I thought it would. What the hell? Steady your breath. Arsinosa ceases her attack, remain brushing against your blood-stained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chant your name in honor. I've gained Lioness's blessing. I have passed the final trial. The voices, they are. Listen to waves of cheer. Oh hey, it's coming back. Never mind, it's going all the way to 100. O wise and noble Asinosa, the mighty guardian of Septimalt, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Asinosa. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimalt. Wave after wave of applause, the Septimaltians salute me as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimalt. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsinosa's blessing, you have been granted a privilege. All bowing to me. You are crowned the champion without the great Agon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Raise my sword. At last you stand atop the summit of the champion. Only now, with battle fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You know, that little card image made her look bigger than she actually was. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your two lives shall serve Septimalt. Hell yeah! The spectators cheer you on and the story concludes with a happy ending. It would have been an even better ending if I didn't fat finger the freaking button. And ended in Act 2. God damn it. Whatever.
長いとも言えないシーカですが、最初の形ができましたね。総督について私が知っている情報はこれが全てになります。聴衆としてこの物語はいかがでしたか？
I still don't know the F4 enough. Nothing special. I enjoyed it.
そうでしょう。シーカで伝えられる内容は一部です。人や物事の真実は文字だけでは伝えきれません。それに英雄女子誌の主人公ではない私には傍観者の視点でしか語れないのです。過去の出来事も当事者の心境も多少の真似ができたところで再現には至りません。助言とは呼べないかもしれませんが、アドバイスがあります。真実を知りたくば物語の一部となるのです。今なら良いタイミングがあるでしょう。先ほども言ったように、オーガスタやセブンヒルズの英雄たちの詩編は新たなページが始まったばかりです。
Oh yeah, but I don't have enough asteroid for that. I really don't. You seem to know exactly what I'm about to do.
そう難しくはありません。運命が立てたさざ波は星々が流れる奇跡と同じです。あなたが向かう先はこれまで辿ってきた道によってすでに決まっているのですから。
What are you, a fate keeper or something?
雨雲が間もなく消えます。空は弦を引く手を止めたようですね。そろそろ別れを告げなくてはなりません。失礼ですが、その前に一つ質問を。セブンヒルズの権力の頂に立つオーガスタを王たらしめているものは何だと思いますか？
Destructive will, her people?
彼女が頼っているものは果たして何なのでしょ
力じゃないのか？力がなければオーガスタは試練を通過できなかったはずだろう。漂白者、どう思う？
It was strength and conquest. It was her unyielding resolve. It was born from the hardship of the past. It was her unyielding resolve, and technically it is about the past. The hardship is what built her and made her stronger to persevere in the future. Technically.
そう答えを急がずとも構わないでしょう。私の質問を胸に抱いたまま道を歩めばよいのです。すべてが終われば答えはおのずと出てきます。
Yeah, well, will someone die by the end of this story?
さようなら、友よ。
I hope no. I
こ
hope
こであ
they
ったのは
no. I hope no
運
one
命でも
does.
あり、偶然でもあります。
Especially a certain someone that we've come to know
こ
over
の
the course of the
短い
past
運命
few
の出会いを終えてしまえば
patches.
私が残した痕跡はすべて風に
Against
か
a
き消され
certain
てしまい
girl
ます。
that starts with a G and ends with
で
an
す
A.
が、あなたの詩編はこれからも続いていくでしょう。
But this so happens to also have wings. And what people say is a devil trigger. And I've never played Devil May Cry, so I don't really know about that. Nani? He turned into a bunch of origami's. The hell? The previous day?
総督閣下、甘やかしてはいけません。サトシの女ともあろう者が礼儀知らずに不遜な口を聞くとはけしからん。
そうだ、こちらが呼んだわけでもなければ許可も得ずに総督府に入ってきよって。
Does it matter?
総督府の威厳を冒涜しているのか？
Man, why don't you shove it?
相変わらずだ。
I'll make sure you pass away during the dark tide if you don't keep your mouth shut by Yuno.
サトシの女がまたいだのは総督府の中でも低い敷居だ。あれは総督府の威厳を代表しているわけでも、誰かの脆い自尊心を守っているわけでもない。民が畏敬しているのはカンピドーノの丘に立つ高い壁ではないこと、くれぐれも忘れてはならん。世の意志、世の権、そして我々の誰にも阻むことができない征服の力こそ総督府の威厳だ。なぜ怯えている？世は知っている。サトシの女の声が諸君らを凌駕し、領民に元老院の掟を破られるのが怖いのだろう。
Of course, they only fear for themselves. They don't give a crap about anyone else.
よく聞け。権力で上辺を飾ることしかできぬ者に情けはかけられない。
Yeah, you tell them.
それを欲するのであれば、影に隠れず勇気を出して資格を世に見せてみよ。
Hell yeah. None of them are worthy. Hey, you know. Ringo?
遅いわよ、オーガスタ。
元老たちの相手は時間が必要なのだ。だが 今度からは尊いサトシの女様を待たせぬよう言論を放っておくとしようか。好き勝手に言わせておけば、そのうちユーヌの偉業はリリベルのばあさんにそのまま伝わるだろうが、それでも良いのだろ。
Grandmother Lilibettel, the current head priestess of Septimon. Oh, alright.
サトシの女ユーヌは掟を無視し、勝手に神殿を離れ総督府に侵入したとな。ばあさんとユーヌ、どちらが先に起こるのか楽しみだ。
好きにして。あの狐どもが何をしようと関係ないもの。神殿に左足を踏み入れたら月の弓で左足を射るわ。もちろん右足なら右足よ。
それには世も賛成だ。たまには言論を注意する必要もある。神殿が優しいからといってサトシの女ユーヌの存在を軽んじてはならんと。神殿で待っていればよかっただろう。いずれにせよ手はずは整った。今夜にでも大地に迎える。異変があればいつでもデバイスで連絡できるだろう。わざわざセブンヒルズ城まで来る必要はどこにも。あの出来事が起こるまで責任に縛られてほしくはないのだ。
考えすぎよ、オーガスタ。あの人に会いに来ただけだもの。リリベルのおばあちゃんが言ってた。彼女の運命は人知の及ばぬ空白だって。そんなに面白いなら少しでも時間を作って会いに来るものでしょ。
そのためか。残念ながらラグーナからの船は明日の朝に到着する予定だ。その時はおそらく世もユーヌも大地にいる。
ちゅ、めんどくさいわね。
気長に待とうじゃないか。漂白者が総督府の招待を受けた以上、狩りで交流する機会はある。
Yeah, by then I should have enough asteroid for you. If I don't try to use it on Augusta, since I need an electric damage dealer. More than I need
リリベルのおばあちゃんの予言の書を読んだわ。今回の狩り、そして私たちの計画。それでも続ける気。
God dang it. The Scroll of Lilibet carries, recording visions glimpsed in the flame light, both as book and murals within Tetrachon Temple, a media through which the priestesses of Septimon convey prophecies to the people. I didn't mean to end your dialogue.
リリベルのおばあちゃんの予言の書を読んだわ。今回の狩り、そして私たちの計画。どれもいい結末を迎えるとは言えないわね。
Look, it's not my fault that there was a pause and I didn't notice because I was gonna try to click on the stupid prophecies.
リスクがあるからといって悪いものではない。つまりは強い英雄の力が必要となるのだろう。いつからユーヌは神殿のやり方を信じるようになったのか。
聞きなさい。セブンヒルズの信仰心なき者よ。皇天の神は怒り狂っている。セブンヒルズの王が再び神の意志に背けば滅びゆく定めにある。最近貴族たちの議論を聞いたわ。
Wasn't that the Avenolian?
ラグーナの昔の予言についてね。
当時ラグーナ人の言葉は確かに驚異的だった。しかし残念ながらセブンヒルズの先祖は船に乗って海を渡ったが、高地に登った時ラグーナの神は船の切符を買わなかった。それにサトシの女たちも言っていた。あの予言は欠けていると。ただならぬ力を持ち、黒き波から誕生した英雄王だけがセブンヒルズを永遠の地にできる。 英雄王は荒立つ暗流と波風を落ち着かせ、旧王の血をもって最上の栄光を体感する。
Isn't that Mia? Legendary ruler of Septimalt, the legend traces its roots in ancient prophecy that only the one who becomes the hero of heroes can save Septimalt from falling into ruin.
忘れるな。これも予言の一部だ。ファビウス、アテリウス、バレリア。先代の英雄王は何度もセブンヒルズを最悪から救ってきた。英雄たちが今も存在している限り、どんな危機が訪れようと城が覆ることはない。
もし今回だけは例外だとしたら、運命の示す先に破
I
滅
see
が
what
待
you're
ってるか
doing,
もしれ
Kudo.
ないわ。
Zooming in on that.
ならば世の
You just had
剣
to show it, didn't you?
最悪の運命を断ち切ろう。
何笑ってるのよ。
いや、あの無鉄砲なサトシの女の言うのも恐れを抱くとはね。まあそうか。無理して恐怖心を抑える必要もない。
What about us?
世が一人で行く。
Also, that bird's
尊い
been
サト
listening
シの
in.
女様は神殿で世の凱旋を待つがいい。
誰が怖がってるって？オーガスタこそまさか私を置いて全部一人で背負う気？いいわ。どうせまた私に泣きついてくるんでしょ。
確かに否定はせん。
やっぱり狩りをするなら私がいないと話にならないのよ。
ユウナ、いつも感謝している。
何よいきなり。
Kiss.
好天の嵐が間もなく訪れるだろう。
Holy
しかし
bounce.
嵐を迎える最も良い方法は吹き荒れる風に自ら飛び込むことだ。
Dude, the wind is so strong.
我が親友よ。
Of course it didn't stop. It just kept going. Did you guys see that? The wind was so strong it just kept making them bounce. Those things had a life of their own. She was barely moving and they were just bouncing up and down. Blood and Sun complete. That is the end of the Overture, aka the prelude to patch 2.6, where I am worried. Very, very worried. I have 7,155 asteroid. There's 7 days to 13 hours left until these banners are over. Then at the same time that night, it's 2.6. Now, I can't ever get it to freaking show for whatever godforsaken reason. But maybe that did it. There we go, yeah. I had something made for it. I just kept forgetting that I had it done, set up for this. Either way, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm 25 in right now with 7,155. We'll be getting 7 of the Radiant Tides come reset of the next patch. Because they reset in the shop, you get 7 of them. So, Radiant Tides, you get 7. I can technically have 2 10 shots here. How many 10 shots do I have currently on me? I have 4 10 shots, plus the 20 that I have right now. That'll be 65 plus the 4s. That technically would be 69. Nice. So yeah, I would go up to 69 if I tried pulling for Augusta. I've lost the 50-50 3 times in a row, but after pulling with my guaranteed on Phrolova, I won the 50-50 literally right after, as you saw, because I got a double. So that means I'm not guaranteed. To be honest, I kind of wish I didn't get that extra copy of her. Like, it's nice. I love the fact that I got that for Phrolova, but I honestly probably would have been happier had I lost the 50-50. That way I could have had a guaranteed, you know, Augusta. Then I could have used everything else on, you know. But here's the thing, though. Either way, the end of the freaking trailer, well, the end of the live stream, it showed Galbrina. You know, yeah. I swear to God, if they actually do anything to, you know, Cartathea, it's gonna suck immensely. I really hope they don't do anything with her, man. Now, arguably, Cartathea, being the resonator of the Sentinel and the Threnodian, should arguably have enough power to possibly be able to take on, you know, and beat Galbrina down completely. Who knows? Like, I'm really interested in 2.6, but after them showing Galbrina going after Cartathea, I'm like, can I just get to 2.7 and know what the hell is going to be happening next? Please? I really want to do 2.6. I'm going to enjoy it, sure. But it's always going to be in the back of my mind, what the hell is going to happen in 2.7 for Galbrina to go after freaking Cartathea? Or technically, what they showed could have already have happened. And that's what happened with Galbrina in the past with Cartathea? I'm not sure. I really don't know. It could have been in the past, or it could be happening in the future. I'm hoping it was in the past and that she's already left Cartathea and she's not going to try to go after her. But yeah, either way. I technically currently have enough, along with using the aftercoil if I want to, which I shouldn't, go to pity if I'm forced to, because again, I really want, you know, but at the same time, I don't have an electric damage dealer, man. Like, Havoc, not a damage dealer, technically it's Fusion. Arrow, support Arrow, Spectro, Glacio, Havoc, Glacio, support. Fusion technically could be a DPS to an extent, but is mainly kind of a support. Spectro, Yinlin is Electro, but she's not a damage dealer. She's literally more so a support. Support, Spectro, Fusion, DPS, then obviously the MC. Glacio support. Arrow, I really wanted to like Zhan Xin, but after she made me lose the 50-50 for a character, I don't remember who. I think it was most recently Phrolova. Yeah, I don't really like Zhan Xin anymore. Even though thanks to her I got a double, I still don't know. Dungeon, Havoc tank. Technically, I guess Lumi's an Electro unit. I haven't built her, or well, leveled her up or built her. She seems interesting to play, kind of. But like a 5-star Electro damage dealer, I do not have. That's a female character, mind you. Like, if I didn't, you know, have the stigma of only playing with female characters, I would have an electric damage dealer. I just refuse to use them. And this prick that showed up and ruined a 50-50. So yeah, either way, I really need an electric damage dealer, man. Like, I don't think Yuno would even work with Kartathea. Cause judging by everything that we're seeing in the item we get in Whimpering Wastes, I'm assuming that she's gonna be a heavy attack support? Because Augusta's heavy attack? Electro heavy attack? So she wouldn't really work for Kartathea, who's a basic attacking HP scaling unit. She is basic attack, right? I don't remember what's in her kit, man. It's been a while since I've looked at her kit. Do I have a basic attack anywhere? Yeah, she's basic attack. It's lit up, which means that's what she runs with. Okay, so yeah, either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we will be going into patch 2.6 on a live stream. Also, this will be, I think, one of the first videos of Wuthering Waves I've actually edited, rendered, and uploaded. Kind of think of it now. Didn't I swear... I don't think I've actually edited, rendered, or uploaded Yinlin's story. I honestly don't know what stories for companions I have done in the past. Like, I'm pretty sure that I did Ling Yang's on stream. Although I think at the time it wasn't on YouTube, I think it was on Twitch, and I stupidly didn't do it, but I did record it. And obviously that was a long time ago, so Twitch has already deleted that VOD. So I would have to find Ling Yang's if I wanted to actually upload it. Yinlin, I think it's the same ordeal. I recorded it, haven't edited it. Zensha, I don't know if I streamed hers or if I recorded it. Again, like in the beginning, I used to just record the stuff, but now I just don't do them. I just leave them sitting here, collecting a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I lost the plot of what the hell I was thinking. I really need to do Carlotas just so it stops raining in Raguna. I really need to do that. And poor Encore has been wanting to, you know, play with us for quite a while. Not to mention they give me 100 asteroid per one I do. I just don't do them, man. I just don't do it. Also, this is the worst event they've ever done in the game. Like, I tried to like it, but no, I'm sorry. This event was so boring. I've never been bored while doing an event in this game till I did this event. It was not fun. Oh my god. It really wasn't. Dreaming Deep also isn't really all that entertaining. Then again, I don't really want to sit here and read, you know, a novel that isn't voice acted, so... yeah. Either way, I will see you guys on the live stream. And who knows? Maybe I'll have enough to possibly get Yuno. Cause let's be honest. If they are bringing out Galbrina in 2.7, if she actually harms Kartathea in any way in the story, I'm not even... look, I think she would probably be in the second half of 2.7, because it's been a while since we've had a guy character pop up. So I think that swordsman or whatever the hell he is that showed up in one of the other videos they uploaded on their channel. Since he showed up first, I'm thinking he might be the beginning of 2.7. Now, they need to do drip marketing, obviously, but we won't get drip marketing until sometime in maybe a week or two into 2.6. But yeah, at that point, I will have already done the story if he is 2.7, along with Galbrina. And if Galbrina did anything to Cartathea, I'm gonna skip that bitch. I don't care how cool she is, how powerful she is. If she did anything to Cartathea, I am skipping her. Now, I ain't gonna quit the game if something happens to Cartathea, but I will probably, you know, be annoyed with her. So yeah. Either way, I'll see you guys later. You know, there was a reason why I was delaying myself. There was literally a reason I kept talking, cause I didn't remember what the hell it was I wanted to show. I've never actually done this. I opened this up, I went to it, and yeah. It's this like a little flying around thing that you do with Lorelei. I've never actually experienced it myself. I teleported to the wrong one. Oh wait, no, never mind. No, I didn't. It's just there's no close teleporter.
また美しい音に出会えるかしら。
Alright, let's fly, Lorelei! It's time to take some hardcore drugs for a little bit. Lorelei!
With the shimmering light that starts to race. Interwoven strokes that rise and breathe. Each mark I make a trace beneath. Feathers share their golden gleam. Drifting knows like a gentle dream. In my heart the lightness secretly strikes a chord. Time is fluid, like red wine in my bottle. Then it pours out a page of rhythm and rhyme. Can we set our sail again to the rainbow? Rising up high, gondola flying in the sky. Once there was a bird swam around the orb, then we had to stop to hear its secrets unfold. Was it yesterday? Was it last year? It's so surreal when salty air was blowing, filling up my nose. Can we set our sail again to the beating heart of the sky, where grandma rests with her smile? Let's go present her a bunch of daisies like grandpa once did, and sing her a lullaby. I dreamed about it all last night.
That was nice, relaxing fly with Lorelei.
Hey,
nice chest. Both of them.
美しい音色ね。
Although I wish I would have got Asteroid instead of a Lustrous Tide. The Lustrous Tides is so useless now, man. At least for me, they are. Just like how I wish that they would make the, 5 lustrous tides and 5 radiant tides into 5 radiant tides, along with either astrite, so we can choose what the hell we want, to use them on. That would be nice. Give us less astrite alongside the radiant tide. So that way, the astrite can either be used on standard banner, which you should never actually do to begin with, on weapon banner, if you want to use it on a weapon, or you can also still use it on the limited banner. I'd very much rather do that. But yeah, I would much rather do that, have them do that, than keep getting lustrous tides, man. Like, at least give us an option, or give us the astrite, man. Because again, people can just accentuate the... People can just decide to use the astrite that typically would have been a lustrous tide on the standard banner. They could just do that. Give us the same amount for 5 lustrous tides in astrite. So that'll make, people like me that don't want lustrous tides or need them anymore. So I can actually, get something that's usable for my account. And other people can also be able to use them on lustrous tides if they so please. Because that's what they typically were originally for. And it would just make it so much better, man. I'd be happy. Other people would be happy. Although I guess that, it would hurt them to look at them using astrite on a lustrous tide. I guess that's one factor. But I mean, again, they can just think of it as a lustrous tide. They should be fine. That's what it originally was to begin with.